Hello YouTube, it is Championdjk coming at you again with another weekly episode, and I hope y'all had, all of you that celebrated anyway, had a Merry Christmas or a Happy Holiday season, and one more week, we're in 2021, pretty exciting, right? And yeah, so I didn't really get anything in the last week, and nor did I get any Diecast gifts for Christmas. But had a great time, had a great holiday with the family, just fantastic. So what I am going to show you is the stuff that I got from the monthly local Diecast meet, which we met a week before today. So happy Saturday, everyone. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at what I picked up. I picked up some pretty interesting stuff. Actually, before that, though, real quick, I did get an Ultra Red in the mail. From a gentleman on Facebook. Very, very cool. He just wanted to trade this for me. I'm trading him an older Dodge Challenger. It's kind of a tougher one to find. An older regular release Auto World, and he wants the regular black truck. So those two cars for this one, and that's a smoking deal. He just wanted to help me out. So I really do appreciate it. Thank you very, very much. I think he's just on Facebook. I don't know if he's also on Instagram or anything like that, so I can't really shout him out. But I appreciate it, bud, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. All right, so this will be in a Free the Piece Friday episode, though, coming up in the near future. All right, so that's the one car we're not opening. I also got some stuff from Surplus Goodies this week. I think it came in the mail yet, or no, early last week. Anyway, whatever it was, I got some stuff from him. I'm not going to show it yet. I got it in the drawer right here. I guess I'll show you one thing I got from him. I got that, which is pretty cool. We'll be looking at that again in an upcoming episode. And of course, that's going to be in a Free the Piece episode. So yeah, got that step side Ultra Red off the list. So thanks, Jimmy. All right. So let's get into what I got actually from the local Diecast haul. I got this, which is from the Drag Strip Demons. This thing is pretty cool. It's a blister pull. We'll take a peek. Actually, it was on the card really there at the event, but like literally the blister was just falling apart and falling off. So I picked up this thing, the Wilshire Shaker. It's a Chevy Nova. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at it in the second segment. These older drag strip Demon cars are so fantastic. I would love to get all of them. They're expensive. And then kind of in the lines of that, this other kind of premium Hot Wheels. This is the Chevy Vega Pro Stock Hot Wheels Racing NHRA. And that's a pretty cool Hot Wheels too. So we'll open this one up in the next segment and take a peek at it. But these older like gassers and stuff from the older Hot Wheels days, or the older premium Hot Wheels days, are pretty awesome. All right, so picked up those, and then I got a Dodge Viper that I did not have a wheel variation of. That might be boring to you guys, but it's exciting to me because it's another check off the list, which is always fun to do. And so I got that, and then I got some Johnny Lightnings. These all didn't come from the same seller there, but I picked them up. They were pretty cheap. This 1970 Mercury Montego, I thought it was pretty cool. It looked nice with those black wheels. So, I mean, we'll probably just open all this stuff. This classic plastic Johnny Lightning Ramrod. I thought that looked pretty cool. So we'll check that out. And then another classic plastic. This one's really cool. Rebel Machine. That's a nice one. I like that quite a bit. I haven't picked up a lot of Johnny Lightning recently, so this is kind of cool. And then this GTO, 1964 Pontiac GTO from Classic Gold. Didn't have it in the GTO collection, so I picked it up. And then another GTO. This is 1967 Pontiac GTO from also Classic Gold, but an earlier Classic Gold release. Right there. And then the other things I got that were Hot Wheels and pretty interesting. So I checked some VW Beetle's off the list. That's another casting I sort of collect. I mean, it'd be nice to like say I could get a shot at getting all of them, but they're pretty tough. They released quite a few of them, Hot Wheels did, and some of them are pretty hard to come by, or at least very expensive to acquire. These are kind of oddball ones, but I was able to get them at good prices, so I picked them up. So, and this is from the Hot Wheels like 100% carded series. There's 2 variations of this vehicle, and I have both of them now. Volkswagen Beetle, number 3 of 4. I think it only came in 2 different colors, this orange and this purple. And then I think they used that Tampo scheme and livery again on some other release of the Beetle. And I think it was like red or something like that. But that's pretty cool to check those off the list. And then these ones are kind of tough ones to get. And that's because they are playset exclusives. We've got the Car Crusher playset with this Beetle in green down here, like an aqua color. When did this thing come out? Copyright date's 1998. So it's not that old. I mean, I guess it's pretty old, 22 years or whatever. At least that's when it was copyrighted. So that's cool. And then this one here from the Deluxe Gas Station Action-Packed Service Set. This one in a like root beer, sparkly root beer color. That one's pretty cool too. So I just wanted these for the cars. Obviously, I don't really care about the actual play sets. So these are going to get opened. And yeah, I think we may just, I think we'll open them in this video. Why not? And check them out. I don't think I'm going to do any like Free the Piece Fridays on these little play sets. But yeah, we'll take them out, and I just want the car and the toys that come with it, I guess, or they're all toys, right? But the toys that come with that, I think I'll end up just giving to my kids. All right, so that's going to be it for this half of the video. Let's go ahead and open up this stuff in the second half. We got some pretty cool things to look at. Overall, I mean, I didn't really like get a massive amount of stuff from the meet like I typically do. Usually I get quite a few things. There just wasn't that many cool things that I really wanted. But I did pick up some quality pieces, I think, and I checked 4 Beetles off of the list, which is pretty cool. A couple of GTOs, that Viper, and then a drag strip Demons. So all in all, I was happy with it. And yeah, it was fun. And I won the 50-50 raffle during the meet too, which is also fantastic. So really, none of this cost me anything. All right, so let's go ahead and flip the camera around and let's take a look at some stuff up close. All right, so let's start by looking at this drag strip Demons release. Again, anytime I see these cars and I don't have them, or even if I do have them, and I find them for good prices, I am tempted always to pick them up, because trying to pick them off of eBay, they can get kind of expensive, but every once in a while you find somebody that's got them at like a local meet or toy show or something like that, and you might be able to find some good deals on some ones, especially if they're on rotten cards, which is the best thing for me, because I, obviously I'm a loose collector, so finding stuff on bad packaging is great if the car survived. So this one, I mean, we do have a little mark right up here. That is package rub, I believe. And it's a little rough right here, so I don't know if I'd be able to kind of rub that off or not. I might try to do that sometime. But anyway, the vehicle itself is really super cool. The way that they did the graphics on these cars when they were doing this series is definitely a different method, I think, than they use now for the premium stuff. And it's pretty awesome because the graphics are very, very crisp. I've mentioned this before when we've looked at these cars, and they just are. They're just really crisp in comparison with the newer style Tampo that they do, or graphic style that they do, or whatever method that they're using to give a full deco to a car. So I think this is a fantastic little piece, and I am glad to have it in my collection. Very awesome. All right, so next, well, we might as well just open this little silly thing. A little Viper. I know most of you are not going to be excited about this car, but it's not exactly the best, most accurate casting. Yeah, no, it's not. But the Viper and Hot Wheels and me kind of have history. you know, before the Viper, I've told this story before, but before the Viper actually came out, when I was a kid, before it came out in Hot Wheels anyway, because it didn't come out right away. The car existed before the Hot Wheels did, I believe, and I know that pretty much for sure. But I called 1-800-524-TOYS when I was a kid and said, hey, when are you going to do the Dodge Viper? And I asked them, and they said that they didn't know, obviously. And I was a kid calling, just asking, hey, are you going to make a Dodge Viper? You should make a Dodge Viper. And then, of course, they did end up coming out with one, which you're looking at now. But yeah, that's when I was a kid. So yeah, I collected a bit when I was a kid. And I really wanted it. I thought the Dodge Viper was like the coolest thing ever when it first came out. So, plus it helped that there was that TV show called Viper, which featured a modified version of a Dodge Viper. But yeah, pretty cool. But yeah, the casting's not that fantastic. You know, I would love to see a premium diecast company do a really nice 1/64 scale model of the first generation Viper. I don't think there is one out there. There's not. I don't think Kyosho did a Viper, but not that generation. And I don't think anybody's really made a really good looking model. And I think this car now is, I think, to the point where somebody should do it. Make this first Viper and do like a really good version of it. You know who might be the prime candidate for that would be probably AutoWorld. You know, I could see AutoWorld doing it. I could see Greenlight trying to do it as well, but I think AutoWorld should definitely do it. That would be fantastic. What do you guys think about that? First gen Viper. All right. Anyway, that's cool. All right. Let's see here. Next, let's go with this guy right here. The Chevy Vega Pro Stock Lil Wonder. I don't know what else was in this series, but looks pretty cool. You had like a Snake and Mongoose, Morris Wagon, Pass and Gasser, Plymouth Duster. One of these come out. Looking for a date on the back. 2011, it looks like. Let's go ahead and open them up. So that's a pretty cool piece. I don't know how many times this casting has been out, but I don't think I've really seen it much. A little bit of package rub up here. I think that I can get off. There's a look at the bottom. That's the copyright date on the casting. The copyright date 2010. So I'm guessing that was the debut of this casting. And I think this was used a couple of times. I'm not sure how many times, but I think there's a couple different variations of this actual casting, but it hasn't been used much. Pretty sure of that. Anyway, that's a cool little Hot Wheels. You know, this is kind of the style of the premium stuff that I kind of really dig. Yeah, I just think that's really cool. So, let me know what you guys think. All right, so what are we up to? We're up to Johnny Lightning. So let's do some Johnny Lightning. We're going to do the GTOs first. We've got this one from Classic Gold Collection. If you want to see the card close up, there you go. And we always look for dates. 2000 is the copyright date, so it could be the year it came out. It could have been the year after. You get a limited edition little collector card. Photo by John Street. Shout out to John Street. And here's the card. Oh, it's actually brown, or like maroon. I thought it was black. Does it look black to you? In person, it actually looks brown. Is that brown? Yeah, it is. It is. Just a very dark brown. But yeah, it's brown. It's awesome. It's kind of cool, actually. So this is a nice one. I dig it. There's, of course, an opening hood on this casting. A detailed motor underneath there. Can't really get the hood that far open, but there you go. Some good detail in the front. Some decent detail in the back. It's a nice little Johnny Lightning. Now, Johnny Lightnings are not true 1/64 scale. The scale is kind of all over the place. And that is the one, I would say, unfortunate thing about the brand. They make so many cool cars, and they have so many cool toolings in the catalog. Really neat stuff, but they're not all 1/64 scale. They do kind of tend, I think, to run a little bit smaller. This one actually might be close to 1/64, but it's not like Auto World where it's going to be true 1/64 scale. And like I said, oftentimes they're a little bit smaller 1/64, but they do also have some castings that are much larger than 1/64. So it's kind of weird. Like I said, kind of all over the place. All right, so that's a cool one. And then another GTO is this one here, the 1964 Pontiac GTO. This is from a classic gold release as well. I'm guessing it's going to be newer than the other one. So 2002 is the copyright date there. This one is black. And again, you get the little card there. And you get the car, of course. So you get rubber tires with tread. And this one also should have an opening hood feature with a look at the motor there. That one opens nicely. Some good details on the front, some decent details on the back again, and there you go. It's got the older kind of Johnny Lightning logo on the bottom. It's also got Playing Mantis as part of the tool. They do have tooling numbers for Johnny Lightning. So this is number 96. Now, I don't know if they're exactly, one set of numbers for the different eras. They have different eras of Johnny Lightning. Johnny Lightning has changed hands quite a few times, so not really sure. But yeah, it's kind of cool. I don't really like, these are some of the worst Johnny Lightning wheels. I don't really like these wheels for whatever reason. But on this car, I think they look pretty good. And that red-lined tire looks pretty good too. So, decent one. All right, and let's see here. What's next? Let's look at the Mercury. So this is also from the Classic Gold collection, and this is also a copyright dated 2002. But they're not in the same release as that GTO. So anyway, let's open it up. There's a look at your little card thing that comes with it. There's your Mercury. Now, it really, I don't know. The thing I really liked about this was the color combo on it, and that's why I picked it up. Otherwise, I don't usually go for this casting. I've got a couple different variations of it already in my collection. But I really liked the blue with the blacked out rims. I think that looks pretty, basic and awesome. Again, opening hood feature on this one will show you an engine in there. Hood goes up just that far. Some good detail in the front and back of this vehicle, per usual for that era of Johnny Lightning. Kind of a blue interior. I shouldn't say kind of a blue, it's definitely blue. And a little bit of metal flake to the paint job. And all in all, I think that's a nice looking vehicle. And like I said, Johnny Lightning has a lot of nice looking vehicles, a lot of really cool ones. And I'm kind of selective about which ones I pick up. But there is a lot out there that is pretty cool. All right, then here is the Ramrod Keith Black Racing Engines Challenger Funny Car. So this is pretty cool. The Classic Plastic series is kind of a neat one because it is a replica of what was a classic model kit, which goes great for what Round 2 does. So I think that maybe this would be a cool release to re-release. I don't think they have yet, and or maybe they haven't, I'm not sure, but this would be a cool one to kind of reboot. So 2001 copyright date on it. Although I think if they do it in the future, they should make the box. This is cool because it's a little box. It's not, you can't open it or anything. It's permanently shut. It's glued. So it's a replica of the actual box that the model kit would have came in. But I think if they did it again, they should make the box like an auto road style box and be able to fit the casting on the inside of the box. I think that would be a really cool thing to do. So if you are listening and you do reboot this series, you should do that. So this one opens. It's a funny car. It's got the little stand in here. If I can get it to cooperate, which is it's being quite difficult. What the heck? Oh, that's weird. This was not put in correctly, I don't think. What the hell is going on here? Is this supposed to be riveted in? Isn't that supposed to be wait, no, like this. I have to explore that. But it was in there like... Ugh. It was in there like... If I can get it. It was in there like that. I mean, that makes no sense. You can't pull that down at all. Well, you can do that. Anyway, that's weird. That's not in there right. And at least I don't think it is. Maybe I'm not thinking correctly here, but I believe this is supposed to be like riveted in. Am I right or am I wrong? I don't know. This is so weird. You'd think it would open up. So obviously it goes in like this. It's supposed to be in like that, I think. I don't know. Anyway, enough messing around with that. This car is cool. The color's really cool. And it's like an older Johnny Lightning casting. And see, it's got a number of 345 on it. So, like, their numbers are definitely not. They must have started over at some point. 1998. Copyright date on the casting itself. The wheels are kind of not that attractive, I guess. But I like these like funny car style cars. And this thing is just pretty cool. It doesn't... it rolls a bit. Doesn't roll all that well. I have to figure out this this little thing, though. Strange. All right, so there is that. I'll probably figure it out immediately once I get off camera, but for right now, it's confusing. All right, next is the machine, the Rebel machine. This thing is super cool. Again, this is a classic plastic release. Let's go ahead and open it up. And here's your little box. See, again, wouldn't that be awesome if the box fit the car? That's what the car went in. That'd be super cool. I'm sure it can't cost them that like much more to make a bigger box. This is just a cool one. The casting's cool. The box is cool. Yeah, I like that one. The Rebel machine. All right, let's keep her moving here. We got just the Beetles left, so 2 Beetles from the 100% lineup. These 2 right here. Let's go ahead and open them up. I'm going to say when these came out, 2002 is the copyright date. And look at this one in bright orange. Fluorescent. That's not the coolest color scheme for the Beetle, but it is definitely still neat to me. So of course it rolls well. It's a Hot Wheels. We got Real Rider tires on this one, and we just got graphics on the sides, and it looks like we got some graphics on the back as well that make up the tail lights. A little weird mark here on the back fender. The headlights are taken care of by the base, which pokes through there. let's go ahead and open up the other one. That's actually really nice. This one I think looks a little bit nicer. It's got pearlescent purple color, which looks pretty good. But there is another Hot Wheels Beetle. I'll have to go through my collection of the Beetles at some point on the channel. In part, just to catalog what I have. I pretty much have a checklist I go off of, but I know some are missing from it. And I don't really have like a catalog of what I have, and I think I should put something together for that. And I think it'd be kind of cool to do maybe a video of all the variations that I do have in my collection, which isn't that vast really. I'm missing a bunch, and but I do have quite a few, and there's quite a few to get though. There's just so many of these. So it's a cool casting though. I like it, and again, it's a classic one from childhood, so I'm a fan. All right, let's open up the next items, which are going to be play sets. I'm going to kind of do this off camera, so you can look at those for a second while I rip the boxes open on these. I was going to try to open them nicely so I could replace the vehicle in it and give it to maybe the vehicle can't, but I don't think that's really necessary. As much as you guys may want to see the play sets, I don't think I'm going to put them together, so because you get all these bags of pieces and parts, so I don't think I'm going to put it together. We're just going to basically look at that. The car, which is might be the most boring part of the play set, maybe for you guys, but yeah, I mean, you get your basic standard fare with these sets. You get a bunch of plastic pieces in little plastic bags, and you get stickers and stuff to put on, and of course some instructions for how to assemble, and then when you're done it should look, I guess, like that. Press the lever at the back to launcher the car. When you want to launcher your car. Nice. Alright, that's classic. Alright, let's go ahead and open this, which is a blister. On here. Which comes with this truck, again, that I could really honestly care less about. And then this Beetle. So it's a cool color. I mean, I like it. It's basic, right? But you can only get this in this play set. It's the only way you could get this one. So that's some of the fun about collecting some of the older Hot Wheels castings. If you're into them and you're trying to complete a set, they're kind of fun to hunt down because they have like this. They use some popular castings and put them in like weird little play sets and power launchers and all sorts of weird stuff. So those are kind of the fun ones to try to track down. Sometimes you can find them a bit loose outside of the set. Your best bet though, if you want like a nice blister pull car, is to just buy the set if you find it. And again, I got this pretty cheap. So I'm opening up the next one now. Again, more plastic pieces and parts. Plastic. And the instruction book, the decal sheet. This is the car crusher, so it's supposed to look, includes 2 cubes. So this is kind of a cool set, actually. Well, what you do is you put the car in it, pretends to crush it, and then shoots out a little cube. So that's cool. And of course, then we get the car on a blister in there. Again, basically the same car, it's just a different color, same wheels, all that jazz. Same little Hot Wheels logo on it is the only graphic on it. So real basic stuff. But again, kind of an interesting one to hunt down. When I originally made my Beetle list too, this wasn't in the wiki. The Hot Wheels wiki was missing from there. These cars were. So there you go. There it is in like a teal. And it looks quite good. I think it looks nice. These are nice little basic Hot Wheels from yesteryear. And that's going to be it. So, nothing too crazy at the meet as far as like a crazy good score or anything like that. But honestly, I was really happy just with I thought these were a fantastic grab, as well as getting these at a good price as well. And those Johnny Lightnings were kind of cool. Checking a Viper off the list, all that good stuff. So it was a good list checker. Local meet. So, all right, so that's going to be it for this episode. Again, thank you guys very much. Hope you had a happy holiday season. Let's bring on 2021. Hopefully we all start off on a good foot this year and, accomplish things that you want to accomplish. All in all, just be happy as you possibly can. And, yeah, that's what I'm going for. All right, you guys have a great, great week. We'll see you in the next one.